Good morning, basement dwellers. Today I am playing NIKKE. There's a new event. I just woke up, so I figured I might as well play through this with you guys. If you've already done the event, no spoilers, as always. Yeah. Hi Wolf, hi Scruffy. How was your Christmas? Exhausting. I was so busy. It was so tiring. But I have time for myself now. Alright, let's get into the game. Good morning. Alright, so I'm gonna be doing my dailies first and then I'll head into the new event. I hope the music's not too loud. Can turn it down a little bit. There we go. Alright. What am I doing? Outpost. By the way, I read that we can get one free SSR character of our choice.
Commencing operation.
I wonder if that includes pilgrims, because if it does, I can star up one of my mains. I'll be the one to spoil me today. I mean, if you want to play it instead of watching, you can. Oh, of course, there's recollections. I do not care. I see them. Okay. Why not play while watching? Fair. Can I just skip the advice? Cause I don't wanna I'll do that later. Got an issue with the game these past few days? Oh really? I've never had issues with NIKKE. Alright, let's see what's up in Tribe Tower. I don't think I can get past 117, so I'm gonna ignore this. I'm just entirely going to ignore Tribe Tower at this point. Alright, let's do simulation real quick. I'm gonna try to just quick battle everything. Okay, I don't need that, so...
The simulation room feels not looking good.
Let's see...
What purpose will I possibly serve
Fuck.
when the surface
Okay.
is recaptured?
Okay, I see how it is.
I may be at a slight disadvantage.
I can't quick battle that one.
I'm sure you'll make a few slip-ups.
Doesn't load on login while I'm on Wi-Fi.
Trust me.
Just system error.
They just developed something like an infinite
That's weird.
magazine. That was simple enough.
Protect my sister.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise.
Showtime for Noir and Block!
I'd love for the heart in the bottom of chat to
Sorry break it
disappear.
to you, but this is the end.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it's for, to be honest. I mean, I can see it when you guys are spamming it, but... not sure what that's for.
You are merely delaying the inevitable.
Better reload.
Everything. Behold my ultimate blade.
I wonder how Scarlet's other version stacks up against this version. I'm gonna need to turn the sound down a little bit as well in the game.
Fancy a drink?
How tired are you right now? I'm on a scale from 1 to 10, probably about a 20. I'll be fine though. Okay.
The simulation room feels rather stuffy.
I can't do much about the volume
What
of the game
purpose will
right
I
at this
possibly
second.
serve when the surface is recaptured? I may be at a slight disadvantage, but I'm not too worried. I'm sure you'll make a few slip-ups.
As long as I have Blanc, I can be strong.
Currently messily trying to update the game because loading up the login is not happening on Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's weird. You should contact customer support about that one.
Everything time for
They're
no
usually
show, no
pretty fast in answering.
Reloading.
Don't you have a data limit set? Like if you've used up your data, you can't go any further.
Everything time for no show,
I'm pretty
no
sure
block.
that's set up on mine.
Did you see that? I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger.
The last battle is right around the corner. Make sure
Okay.
you're prepared. On guard!
There we
Never
go.
mind, I may be at a slight disadvantage, but I'm not too
Tried
worried.
Genshin yesterday. Oh no, how was it? Genshin's fine, but sometimes it's incredibly frustrating.
Time for no
Let's
block.
keep the momentum going.
This may take more time
Getting
than I
ready.
thought.
Why don't they just
Everything
Time for no
time to
block
finish
and
this.
block.
Had to restart 3 times because Paimon didn't want to follow.
Makes me a good luck charm. doesn't
Wait,
it?
they broke Paimon? I haven't had that problem, I think. I really want to get rid of her. Yeah, not happening. She's gonna follow you for the entire story, and she's gonna butt in like every single conversation. Okay, let me turn this down a little bit.
Commander?
So,
Commander? Commander?
okay, that's fine. Alright. Oop. It's been like that since day 1 with the opening? Really? I don't think that happened to me. They should probably fix that then, huh? I'm just gonna auto battle this because I don't care that much. Yeah, in Genshin, I am AR 50 right now. I refuse to up my world level at this point. So I'm just hanging on AR 50 for a while. Story-wise, I just got past Sumeru, and I'm in Fontaine right now.
Everything time for no
Let's keep the momentum going.
She had the typical NPC thing where you can't leave her behind to rush for the tower. And when you go get her, she's not there. Oh no.
Everything it's showtime with Noir and Blanc.
Everyone, put your luck together and let 'em have it!
By the judgment of the Oratory's Mechanique, then at least Cardinal. Yes, I got to that point. I swear, YouTube Shorts ruined that for me. That's great though. It's great. Love it.
Did you see that? I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger.
Fancy a drink?
Did you see that? I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger.
I mean, the story is good though. The story is good. I've been keeping up with the story on Genshin. It gets a little confusing at times though. I also have some theories about Paimon, but I'll keep that to myself for now. Why do you always give me a support? What is this? Every single time I get an orange armor, it's always support. Why? What is this? Anyway. Let's see who I have to level up. Okay. Hold on. I think I have to, like, upgrade 3 times or something. So, let's upgrade this. Let's get this. Okay. That should do it. Now we auto-select. There we go. Wait, what? Do you still do rigging streams? Rarely. Sometimes, but very rarely. Would love to hear your theory about Paimon. Okay, no, but that would spoil a lot of the later story, which I I don't think everyone here has gotten to that point yet. Do it. Okay, if everyone here agrees, okay? If anyone in this chat says no spoilers, I won't do it. Okay, well, I guess spoilers then. So I think Paimon is the god of creation. I think Paimon is the original. Okay, hear me out. We know right now it's Celestia, and Celestia is the person we obviously fought in the intro, right? Who kicked our ass and sent us back to Tibet. But okay, here's the thing. So the first god was said to be a descender, and we've had like NPC lines that suggested that Paimon is not of this world. That's clue number 1. And now clue number 2 is what happened with Nahida. So Nahida used up most of her power and turned into like her child form because she depleted most of her power. Now it wouldn't be a stretch to think that that happened to Paimon as well. What if she used up most of her power in her fight with Celestia, even though she got her ass kicked? What if she used up most of her power in her fight with Celestia, turned into her child form, and lost most of her memories? There is a lot to suggest that Paimon is actually, in reality, the god of creation. Because we know that with what happened with Khaenri'ah and all of the pillars that came down from the sky, we know that Celestia isn't the original. Celestia is the false god. Now, I can't be 100% sure of that theory, but there's a lot to suggest that that's what's going on. There is a lot of demon themes going on in Genshin, but that is mostly around Celestia and the Archons. So, I don't think that would be Paimon. Anyway, I think it's time for the event. I don't think I can roll for Scarlet. I cannot roll for Scarlet's new form. I think I'm just gonna have to wait for that. Oh, hi, Noise. To bring in the new year, a small concert is being held in the outpost. All of the NIKKEs from the various squads have gathered under one roof. Celestia, in my opinion, is a dimensionally displaced Hersher of the Void. I'm not sure. I'm going to assume that Celestia is a Descender as well. They said that the Traveler is the 4th Descender and their sibling doesn't count. We know that the God of Creation, the original one, is a Descender. If Celestia is a Descender as well, that would make 2. I don't know who the 3rd one is, but the Traveler is the 4th. I don't know if this is a stretch, but would that explain why she's always so hungry? It's possible. It's possible that she's still using a lot of power for something. Honkai lore? Yeah, I have no idea about that. I don't know if those two are connected. But yeah, the Traveler's sibling isn't recognized as a Descender because someone tampered with the Tree of Irminsul. Oh, all of the NIKKEs are here! Yay! Except for the Pilgrims, because obviously... Yeah, welcome to the stream. Do I have to read the dialogue? It's a lot. Okay. I'd like to thank the person who stuck with me the entire time. Through all the hardships and the rough patches. Producer. Noise descends from the stage and approaches me. I want to thank you for helping me get through all the difficulties this past year. Noise hands me a flower. Thank you. This is for you. I hope you'll continue being a part of my life this next year. Aww. After giving me a brief kiss on the cheek, Noise heads back up the stage. Noise, what are you... Let's keep the good vibes going, everyone. On to the next song. You should go wash your face. Why are you getting jealous, Rappy? Yeah, exactly, Pronto. Everyone's just getting jealous. I'll hold on to this flower for you. Actually, I can help you scrub your face if you want. How about I go with you? Do you need me to help as well? As the counters start to bicker amongst each other, I feel like we're starting to draw attention from the rest of the crowd. Rip flower, I know, right? It's okay, I'll go along. I beat a swift retreat before we draw any more unwanted attention. Phew. In order to take a breather from the intensity of the concert, I decide to take a walk in the empty park before going back. As I'm walking, I hear someone call out to me. Leaving so soon? The concert is still going strong. Scarlet, what are you doing in the Ark? 'Tis a beautiful night. Have you been well? I like Scarlet. I really, really like Scarlet. But also, what's the hell are you doing in the art? How did you get in? Are you allowed in here? Okay, let me put on my my team real quick.
Engage.
Who shall be the
Are we gonna go play a game? Sounds fun.
Story time. I took a break of over 6 months from Genshin for wallet's sake. Saw you playing, downloaded the game, rolled a 10 pool and got Navia. Thank you. Yeah, I'm a lucky charm. Hell yeah, let's go. I haven't rolled for Navia. I really wanted Ayaka instead. And I got her, by the way. I got Ayaka.
See that?
I won the 50-50.
My comrades are stronger.
It stated that pilgrims can sneak in the Ark from time to time. Undetected, huh? The Ark security is so bad. Oh, by the way, I have not spent any money on Genshin, and I'm not planning to. I'm too broke for that. I mean, we could. Okay. Before we do that, let's do the story up to where I can, and then we can use gems to buy those. I feel like this is gonna be real sad. I've seen the trailer for this.
Who shall be the next to fall under my blade?
Oh wait, okay, I need the boosters. Fuck. Okay. I'm sure I can get through this.
But I can at least crack a few skulls.
I wonder why regular Scarlet isn't a booster for this, but...
You really want to have me by your side?
Yes, but I don't know if your cooldown... Okay, hold on, Viper. What is your cooldown? Viper, hold on. 20 seconds. Okay, hell yeah, let's go. Sorry, I needed to double check that. Okay. So we go Lisa, Viper,
You really want to have me by your side?
Yulha.
Ready to go?
That should give me 100%.
Red Hood?
Ready to go?
There we go. Okay. And then I guess Scarlet.
Next to fall under my blade.
Then I switch those. Thank you. Okay. That should work. I didn't play for 2 years, and when I got back, I did 70 rolls and literally got not a single character out of the 70 pulls. Wait, really? There's a guaranteed purple every 10, I think. It could be a weapon, honestly. They could just throw you a weapon, but that's still wild. Also, you should have gone a little bit longer, because the pity's on 90. What are you doing here? Tonight is the last night of the year, is it not? To drink alone would be such a waste. So I sneaked myself in hopes of enjoying a drink with thee. I heard the blithe tunes echoing through the streets, and it captured me. So I stopped looking for thou, but for a moment. For a while I was drinking here while taking in the music. In other words, you were drinking alone. I suppose thou could frame it in such a way, yes. Scarlet's our favorite alcoholic. But no matter. I live my life according to the vagaries of my heart, and whatever it may take me. Sounds like the philosophy of a layabout. Why resign to using such negative parlance? I prefer to think of it as a life free of encumbrances. Whomst. Rappy, Commander. I suggest you run. The other Nikkes found out about Noise kissing you, and they're riled up about it. They don't want to be bested by her, and they're out to find you and your cheek. God damn. Commander, where are you? Are you at the outpost? Anise? Quick, Commander, you've got to run before they catch you. If anyone lays a finger on you, I will kill them myself. Okay, Anise. Understood. What news? It would appear my lord doth capture the hearts of many a fair maiden. You seem to be in quite a bind. Yep. Looks to me that thou require a place of refuge. How about it? Would thou be partial to viewing the sunrise with me? Why the sunrise? Many people bring in the new year by watching the sunrise. Okay, where should we go? Where else would you go? To see a real sunrise. Oh, we're going up to the surface? The surface. Yeah, let's go.
They are as candles, the better burnt out.
MiHoYo RNG is making me want to boycott their games. NIKKE RNG is amazing though. NIKKE RNG is about the same as Genshin for me.
No, my nail broke.
I'm not particularly lucky in any of them. You are wanted, I am wanted.
Fancy a drink?
Carefully staying out of sight of the other Nikkes roaming the outpost. Scarlet and I make our way to the lift. Thine cheeks remain unsullied further, at least for now. Thank you for your help. HSR? I don't know what that is. Pray tell, what is that in your hand? I raised the flower that Noise gave me. Oh, this? Someone gave it to me as a present. Is that a rose? Verily, it does not seem to be genuine, but rather artificial. Honkai Star Rail? Oh, I don't play that. Meanwhile, NIKKE, I got 2 5-star Mikas on a single temple. Yeah, that doesn't happen for anyone else, trust me. I usually get all blues on a temple, so... It has been many a moon since I laid my eyes on such an object. No matter how extensive my wanderings on the surface, I have never found a rose. I was on the verge of giving up. Yet here it has appeared in my life. Do you like roses? Not particularly, but my sister had an affinity for them. You had a sister? Yes, I did. Have I never told you this? It was a very long time ago. I'm sorry. There is nothing to be sorry for. As I said, it was a long time ago. Time heals all wounds and washes away all sadness. We have arrived. I shall take you to a place where the view of the sunrise is unparalleled. From here, all we must do is proceed straight for 2 hours. Scarlet, you're gonna have me walk for 2 hours? Do not be discomposed, my lord. The more difficult the journey, the greater the rewards. Scarlet closes her eyes and feels the bitterly cold breeze brush up against her face. The winds are bitingly cold this time of year. Yes, it was around this time. Just before the new year. What are you referring to? Nothing. I am merely recalling some things that happened long ago. Have you ever heard of the Melee Squad? I have! We got reference to that in Red Hood's event. Judging from the look on your face, I would say it is the first time you have heard of it. I suppose that is possible. From what I've seen in the Ark, they don't seem to produce NIKKEs for the Melee Squad anymore. I suppose in a way, there's a small success. Were you a part of this squad by any chance? That I was. I suppose my sword is a fairly obvious clue, is it not? I thought you said you had a mind switch and you didn't remember anything. To be precise, I lost the majority of my memories. Not all of them. Even though I had to endure multiple mind switches, there are still certain memories which can never be forgotten. What kind of memories do you still remember? Would thee care for me to regale you with a tale? I am dying to know. I do appreciate your candor. This will do just fine. Our walk will be long. That would not be so bad an idea. Wait, that would not be so bad an idea to reminisce. Where shall I begin this tale? Alright, I shall start from there. Ahem. A long time ago. In the days where the first raptures had invaded, there lived two sisters who had become NIKKEs. Ah, Rose! I can see everything. That dress covers nothing. I don't think Genshin's RNG is bad regarding characters. However, there's a lot to be said regarding the weapon banner. I don't roll for weapons, I'm gonna be real honest with you. It's been a hot minute since we sparred, hasn't it? I believe this makes 985, doesn't it? Do not treat this so flippantly. It deserves to be taken seriously. Yeah, I get it. I'll be serious. Scarlet and Rose point their swords at each other. Have at you. Bring it. Both of them are unique variants of mass-produced NIKKEs, created to be used in close combat, of which only 10 were manufactured. I love Pilgrim lore, by the way.
Whatever. I'll just do what I can.
Especially when it comes to the Goddess Squad, we get a lot of backstory about like the world setting in general.
They just developed something like an infinite magazine.
Hiya, welcome to the stream.
Fancy a drink?
Have you tried Once Human? I have not. I don't know what that is. The tip of Rose's sword gently presses against Scarlet's throat. Very well, I concede defeat. It's a cosmic horror survival sandbox game. Oh, I would not be good at that. Phew. Things could have really gone south for me. What did you do for Christmas? We visited Toasty's family and extended family. Like, my social battery cannot. For a moment, my sword was starting to feel heavy back there. I better stay on my toes, or else I may really lose next time. Don't lie, you won without lifting a finger. Hardly. It wasn't easy at all. Now let's see, that makes 976 wins and 9 draws. Don't try and fudge the numbers. It's 975 wins and 10 draws. Ha, you got me. Think about it though. I'm your older sister. Doesn't it stand to reason that I'd be better with a sword? You're better than me with just about everything else. Okay. But we know that Scarlet is the only survivor on our squad. So even though Rose is better in combat, something must have happened with that. Is that game an app? NIKKE is available on mobile and PC. Cleaning, cooking, and generally being organized. You and I are NIKKEs. Not only that, but models specifically designed to utilize swords. Would not mastery of such a weapon be of paramount importance? Do you think so? I truly believe there will come a day when you'll best me. No flower blooms in perpetuity? And nothing lasts forever. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. There will come a day when you beat me. It's just not now, that's all. Scarlet, why do you have to use difficult words? Looking forward to what you've got in store for me. A broadcast? This is a special announcement to all special type mass-produced belonging to Unit A within this sector. Do you hate horror games? Not particularly. Survival games are a bigger problem for me though. All close combat NIKKEs assemble in the training ground. We repeat. Why would they want us to gather there? It's hard to say. Let's head over. Horror doesn't work on her. Yeah, I don't get scared easily. Is that everyone? Yes. Okay then. Do I really have to do this? Why me of all people? It's not like doing this is gonna make them become another goddess squad. They gave that mercenary Grimm's model, so how come I... Pray tell, are we going to stand here in perpetuity? Huh? Oh, you said everyone's here, right? Yes. Due to your stellar test results, you all are being deployed as melee squad. All 10 of you, who have been specifically designed for close quarters combat, will undertake infiltration and reclamation missions. And this will all be done under my command. But your life is survival hard mode and I'm still not good at it. A human will be accompanying us? So we're being assigned a... What was it called again? A commander? Like the goddess squad? Yes. We'll be following the same model as the goddess squad. Going forward, all squads will be assigned commanders, regardless of stature. To make such sweeping policy changes, it would seem the accomplishments of the goddess squad are greater than I initially thought. Any more questions? By the way, Rose. Yes? Since you had the highest score in the final test, you will be the squad leader. Ah, so whoever got the highest score gets to be the leader. I didn't expect that. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. That covers just about everything. So return to your positions. We'll be proceeding to the coordinates designated by our mission tomorrow morning. Make sure you're properly equipped. Finally, a real mission. An opportunity to take down a real raptor with my own hands.
Bolt, follow me.
No, my nail broke.
Oh no, I was just getting into the groove. Why don't they just develop something
I
like
did the advice stories last night to save up on gems and saw that Snow White is the second ever goddess, after Lily-Wise. Oh really?
Mission clear. Good job.
I thought Snow White joined after Red Hood. The day of the mission. An oppressive silence fills the transport vehicle as it heads towards the target area. Scarlet? What? How come you're so quiet? Are you nervous since it's our first mission? No. I'm merely excited about having the chance to cut down a rapture. I see. If you say so. Scarlet. You've heard of Lieutenant Lily-Wise, haven't you? I haven't been living under a rock, so yes, I do know of her. She is the first, and also the strongest warrior there ever was. The one who heralded the existence of NIKKEs to all of humanity. Yes. She's pretty cool. So pretty and also so strong. A few days ago, some of the girls in Team B told me that she was able to tear apart raptors with her bare hands. What? Without any other type of weapon? Nope, none at all. Wherever she goes, it's just a flurry of disembodied raptor parts flying through the air. I suppose it was her exemplary display that made the United Forces of Humanity choose not to discard the close combat program. Perhaps that's why they decided to create mass-produced NIKKEs like us, who are specially made for melee combat. But I'm sure even she was nervous on her first mission. How would you know that? Just a hunch. She would have been facing something she'd never been up against before. And there were many things precious to her that she had to protect. If thine own strength is so formidable, then surely there's no need for apprehension. Heh, you think so? She was a human, just like us, before becoming a NIKKE. So, I'm willing to bet she was just as nervous as we are now. It's normal to be a bit jittery when you're doing something for the first time. Are you nervous too? Of course! It's not like I've ever gone toe-to-toe with a raptor before. This is all new to me. So yeah, I'm nervous. A little scared even. But I know that those emotions are all temporary. Because nothing in this world lasts forever. All this tension and anxiety will fade into nothing with time. As we get used to this sort of thing. The military vehicle screeches to a stop. Looks like we've arrived. We've arrived at the target point. Everyone move to your positions. Roger. Now then, guess it's time for us to head out. They are the only ones who look different in this squad. We've successfully infiltrated the building and confirmed the target. I've got a visual on 20 ground-type raptors. If we descend from the building, we'll make contact with the group of raptors. Then get in there and defeat them. Roger. The resounding thud of footsteps echoes out, along with great vibrations of the earth. Before them stand the cold, piercing gaze of an emotionless killing machine. It is far more massive and threatening than anything any of them have seen in the simulations. Everyone holds their breath in terror. No one dares take the plunge into the raptor lair. You're telling me they want us to jump down there and start hacking away? With just swords instead of proper firearms? The panic-stricken voice of one of the NIKKEs rings out, filling everyone else with ever-increasing dread. The atmosphere is uneasy, restless, tense. Scarlet feels like her feet are being weighed down with concrete blocks. Really? Personally, I think a sword is preferable to a gun in this situation. With a gun, you fire a bullet, and that's all there is to it. But for us, even if our swing isn't true, we'll still do some damage. Rose stands up. Rose? Also, a sword is way cooler than a gun anyway, wouldn't you say? Rose leaps down into the midst of the raptor horde. Rose! As she plummets towards the ground, she begins swinging her sword at the raptors. In the blink of an eye, several raptors collapse to the ground. They're not much of a challenge. Scarlet, don't tell me these things have got you nervous. If you can't cut up this cannon fodder, how do you ever expect to defeat me? Who are you calling nervous? Scarlet stands up and leaps towards the raptors, to which Rose is currently laying waste. The blade cleaves through the raptors like a hot knife through butter. Their movements are repetitive, just like those she saw in the simulations. Their gaze, the positions of their cores. Scarlet is able to act almost instinctively as she works her way through the horde. Without thinking, she knows exactly where to strike the enemy. How to neutralize them entirely. She can do it. She can cut them. No longer do the raptors seem so frightening. Scarlet blade bisects the raptor's core. 'Twas but a what? These raptors cleave just as well as anything else we have encountered. Don't be afraid, everyone, and come. Before I claim all your shares. Whether or not this sonorous war cry reached her comrades, Scarlet does not recall. However, what she does remember is how everyone shook themselves free from the fetters of fear which held them, and together ventured forth, and swung their swords through endless raptures. And so it came to pass that her first mission, for which there had been decidedly low expectations, became a resounding success with an unprecedented absence of casualties on their end. Oh right, I forgot there was combat in between. This is such a long story.
You are out of harm's way, fleeting as it may be.
And then the combat is this short.
Fancy a drink?
In the days and weeks that followed, the melee squad was deployed on countless missions. The Rapture core shatters to pieces. All nearby Raptures eliminated. Alright, I'll make the report. Reporting in, we have eliminated all the Raptures previously occupying the station, and have recaptured the 29th base of the United Forces of Humanity. Their bodies have been designed to be more nimble than that of other mass-produced NIKKEs, allowing them to infiltrate and recapture key facilities which had fallen under Rapture control. Check that out. Disgusting. Is that really a machine? Perchance thou could spend less time pontificating and more time slicing. Patience, my dear sister. I assure you that whatever needs killing will meet its rightful end. Rose swings her sword, bisecting the Rapture. In order to truly excel at the art of cutting, one must have a calm mind. Similar to other NIKKEs, they witnessed a succession of successful missions, defeating numerous Rapture hordes. Along with numerous accomplishments, however, there were also sacrifices. Good morning. Scarlet gazes at her fallen comrade lying on the ground. I don't think she'll make it. She sustained cranial damage. She's beyond saving. I see. I will request a coffin for her to be transported back to base. Very well. Their many accomplishments also brought forth an equal amount of positive changes. So our squad is officially being instituted. Correct. It's surprising, honestly. What benefit shall we receive from formally becoming a squad? We'll be able to manage our squad more sustainably. And we'll also be able to request official support from other squads. None of these things seem particularly noteworthy to me. What do you mean? We're making a name for ourselves. Practically speaking, the quality and quantity of our equipment will no doubt increase. That is more to my liking. Speaking of which, when are our additional supplies meant to come in? Damn it. What are the higher-ups thinking? Commander? Huh? Did you say something? Yes. I told you, don't call me Commander. Refer to me by my actual rank. Oh, it's one of those people. Yes, Lieutenant. I was asking when our additional supplies were due to arrive. They've been delayed for a week now. What do you expect? Everything's going to hell in a handbasket. So you can hardly be surprised at the fact our supplies are slow to show up. Ah, I see. So you all need to bust your asses, you hear me? That way, we'll make a name for ourselves and receive supplies without any issue. Very well, I will do that. As the mission became increasingly more difficult, So did the bonds between the NIKKEs in the squad become closer. Let's see. It's getting late. The sun is starting to set. I'm not sure if heading back to the base is a good idea. What say ye about yonder building? Scarlet points to a partially collapsed building. I think 'twould make a most sufficient dwelling for the evening. Sounds good to me. We can camp out here for the night.
You'll be the commander, newbie.
But the thing is, we already have a vague idea about how this story ends.
Better reload.
I'll be right there.
Let me see. Am I
Because, as we know from the Red Hood event, Scarlet is the only survivor.
Fancy a drink?
Okay, I'm gonna need to purchase more chances after this. Scarlet sits near the window, keeping watch. Occasionally, she glances back at the others, who are laughing and chatting amongst themselves. It's peaceful out here. It's nice, isn't it? This sense of peace. It's too peaceful. I worry that the others have forgotten that we are on a mission. Relax, everyone's been running themselves ragged as of late. There's nothing wrong with enjoying a moment of peace and quiet. Nevertheless, we must remain vigilant. I know that. I know how much you care about us. You're scared that if we let down our guard, we'll get hurt. Don't worry. So long as you're on guard, we'll be just fine. Besides, even though everyone may look like they're carousing about casually, they all still have their swords on them. So cut them a little slack. This is a rare opportunity for us to properly relax. Very well. With that being said, I get you a little something for being such a hard little worker while everyone else is having fun. Ta-da! Rose produces 2 small cups from her pouch. Where did you get those? They came with the last shipment of supplies. Scarlet lifts up a bottle of alcohol. I thought we could have a little drink together. Alcohol? Hath thine mind gone to ruin, says the future alcoholic. Drinking during a mission? Why not? Just one little drink. You really think one drink is gonna get us drunk? No, but... Ironic. Ironic. Rose fills a glass and hands it to Scarlet. After some hesitation, Scarlet grabs the glass. Bottoms up. This smells nice. What's wrong? Doesn't agree with you? Bitter. Huh? I said it's bitter. How could you enjoy such a vile concoction? Says the future alcoholic. I thought it was fine. I refuse to drink any more of this wicked brew. Suit yourself, more for me. Say, did we ever drink together when we were human? Not sure. All I recall is that we were sisters. Huh, it's interesting, isn't it? Hiya, welcome to the stream. How do you figure that's the only thing that we both remember? From what I've observed, unless you're a Grimm's model, you either have no memories at all, or you remember everything. I suppose it was a particularly indelible memory for both of us. Perhaps I convinced myself to never forget my sister, even in death. Really? We got along so well that we never forgot each other. Or we got on each other's nerves so much that we couldn't forget. Either way is fine, I suppose. Rose finishes the rest of her glass. And then lies down on the ground. Follow the wind. Follow the clouds. Follow your heart. That is the life I wish to lead. Where's that from? Nowhere. Consider it my plans for the future. Not the most poetic of plans. When I asked everyone what they would do when the war ended, one person said she would lie in bed for a week. Another said she would boil an entire pot of soup and gulp it all down. Someone else said she would take the time to read all the comics that she wanted. Oh right, there was another one that stuck out to me. Someone wanted our squad to become really famous and go on a mission together with the Goddess Squad. What foolhardy dreams, says the person who's going to join the Goddess Squad. In this day and age, a lot of people share the same aspiration. Since everything else seems so far away and unattainable now, dreaming of joining the Goddess Squad is the next best thing. What about you, Scarlet? What about me? What do you want to do? Well, I wish to spar with you without any armor. Huh? Spar with me without any armor? That's your great dream for the future? You ask me, I think that's the silliest dream of them all. She just wants to be with her sister. I suppose I realize how silly it sounds now. You see, that's what happens when all other dreams seem out of reach. A gentle breeze blows through the night air. Behind them, the laughter of their squad mates can be heard. This is nice. Next time, let's invite them to drink together with us. What's this sudden obsession with spirits? It's nice sharing a drink with others. I just want to share this feeling with everyone else. Oh, I've got it. How about we enjoy a drink while watching the sunrise on New Year's Eve? Consider it a team-building exercise. It could also act as a nice reward for everyone for how hard they've been working this past year. Do as you please. I spotted some good alcohol in the supply box. It'll taste even better after it's aged for a few more months. If anything, it would probably turn bitter. That night, all the NIKKEs reminisced about their past, created new memories that would last, and laughed together. All the while, they dreamt of a bright and better future that would never come. 'Cause they're all going to die. Okay, I'm going to claim all of this and then go to the shop, and I'm going to be purchasing those. I need to see more of the story, damn it. Thank you for the hydrate. Alright. Let's go. After walking for about 2 hours, we arrive at a clearing on a hill. Here we are. This is the place which shall grant us unsurpassed views of the sunrise. Right here? Yes, there is no better place to take in the sunrise with a drink in hand. Scarlet sits down on a large flat rock nearby. Such nice and cool weather we're having. Come sit here, my lord. You must be tired from all the walking. I suppose I am. I walk over to Scarlet and sit next to her on the rock. I have already dispatched any potential foes that would disrupt us. All we have to do now is to wait for the sun to come up. And look forward to the new year. Scarlet takes something out of her bag. What do you think of sugar? I forgot which one that was. Oh, wait. Yeah. I remember. I have her. Yeah, she's cool. Ta-da! Wow. Scarlet places a bottle of wine and 2 glasses on the rock. Yeah, I remember. When did you decide to bring these? It was part of the plan from the start. If I did not chance upon thee, I intended to come here by myself. Then why 2 glasses? Well, whether I drink with 1 or 2 glasses, it makes little difference. Scarlet pours some wine into the glasses. So you all continue to have a hot streak? Pardon? You're not done with your story, are you? Oh, that. What makes you think our fortune turned sour? If things had continued to go well, the melee squad would still be around. If you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to. No. I should finish the story, since I brought it up. Continued success. Is such a thing even possible? You were right. With the way this world works, such a thing was impossible. Because life is not that simple. Get a hold of yourself. Dost thou even realize what ye are slashing at? Oh. Oh no. Scarlet. Rose shakes her head. I'm so sorry. On numerous occasions, Rose and Scarlet had to cut down their own comrades who had suffered a mind switch. Bomb installation complete. Bombs have been installed at all key points. We've got 3 minutes until this building comes tumbling down. Everyone get out. Scarlet turns around, and as she takes a step, as if one of her screws has come undone. One of her legs refuses to move. Oh no, they're not getting any maintenance. Scarlet, what are you doing? We need to get a move on. You go first. What are you talking about? One of my legs isn't cooperating. You go ahead. A body malfunction at a time like this. One of the raptures aims its gun barrel at the group. I thought we had gotten them all. Everyone take cover. Rose grabs Scarlet and rushes forward. The building collapses. Is everyone okay? Rose frantically looks around her. This mission consisted of 8 personnel. As for how many remained, 7. The combined setback of hardware malfunctions and the unexpected rapture attack resulted in the death of their squad mates. Scarlet opens the door to the medical room and comes out. How is she doing? Rose shakes her head. Again? Her body was completely torn apart. The impact was so great that her brain waves aren't registering as strongly as they should. Even if she does make it, the chance of her experiencing a mind switch is high. In all likelihood, however, her brain activity will cease entirely before that even happens. We'll miss the window to restore her body. I see. How's your leg? Fine. It was just a minor tremor, so I was able to repair it myself. You know things are getting dire when you have to resort to self-surgery. Every time we go on a mission, someone dies or gets hurt. Our bodies weren't made to be as durable as the other NIKKEs, so even a single hit can put us down for the count. Plus, since we fight with the enemy up close and personal, we're more susceptible to suffering a mind switch. We are still a variant of the mass-produced model, a prototype slightly altered for melee combat. We're therefore likely to experience more defects and thus require more frequent maintenance. Meanwhile, we don't have enough supplies stockpiled to even get us through tomorrow. So now there's 6 of us. Yeah. But that's assuming we get the supply shipment. Everyone has gotten far too battered up during the last mission. And we've been starving for too long. We're fast approaching our limit. Is there still no word on the shipment? None. The lieutenant simply keeps beating the drum about having to complete the mission. Precisely. This can't go on. I cannot sit by and watch everyone drop like flies. I'll talk to the lieutenant again. Once he realizes the gravity of the situation, I'm sure he'll be more sympathetic to our plight. I doubt it. It sounds like their lieutenant is someone who doesn't see NIKKEs as human. I'll go with you. Are you sure? 2 is better than 1, is it not? If we cause enough of a fuss, even that indolent human will be forced to do something about it. I knew I could count on you. Okay, let's go. Let's try and talk some sense into this guy.
Bolt, follow me.
No! My nail broke.
One more victory for Bolt and me. Bolt, follow me.
Oh, we're immediately going into another fight.
Right!
Am I doing it right?
Reloading.
My throat is getting really sore, by the way.
Lay off the tongue,
Nail
Bolt.
broke.
Been talking too much.
One more victory for Bolt and me.
Lieutenant, is there still no word on the supply shipment? What was that? Supplies? Not yet, no. No? Dost thou not think you are being excessively flippant about this? Dost thou realize the state our squad is in? Our numbers have dwindled. From 10 down to 6. Oh, 6. I ask you, how do you think those who remain are feeling? 2 of them have sustained serious damage to their arms, and another 2 have broken swords. We are quickly approaching our limit. I know that. Scarlet slams her fist on the desk. If that is true, then why are you sitting here doing nothing? Art thou not the commander of our squad? Get up and do something. Even if you are not on the field, surely thou could make thyself useful working behind the scenes. For someone in your position, that is the least you could do. Calm down, Scarlet. He's still our superior officer. Scarlet steps back. Yeesh, you scared me. I understand where you're coming from. However, getting into a huff won't change anything about our situation. As for the supplies, it's because everything is in shambles out there. We'll just have to hold out a little longer. You say that. Yet the other squads that we met previously seem to be receiving perfectly adequate supply shipments. It's highly unusual for a squad of our stature to be deprived of supplies. Wouldn't you say? It's probably because the other squads have accomplished more than us. That must be it. We haven't given the higher-ups what they want. And that's why we're not getting any support. Results? Please. What drivel? At any rate, we've been assigned a new mission. Another assignment? Once we complete this, our designation as an official squad will finally come through. Then we'll be able to have an official squad name. We'll receive just as much support as the other squads. Probably. Do you expect us to believe that? We don't have much of a choice. This is war. You'll do it, won't you? You have to. If you want the support you feel you deserve, you have to do it. So let's get the show on the road and show them what we're made of, okay? Fine. I'll notify the others. Good. Let's go, Scarlet. Very well. Rose and Scarlet approach the door. Rose. Yes? May I talk to you for a moment? Alone? Yes, just you. Okay. I'll see you later. Scarlet heads outside on her own. What? Oh, what was that?
Battle start.
Anyone know what's the max rank? I think if you have 0 stars on a character, it's 10. Max stars I think is 30. Though pilgrims can go up higher than 30, if I remember. Did thou just say what I think you said? A rebellion? Are you truly positing the notion that we rebel? Yes, you heard me right. Support isn't coming. There's no way around that. If things don't change, we're all done for. We need to do whatever is necessary to get these supplies sent here. Even if it means intimidating our lazy oaf of a lieutenant. Doth thee hear what you are even saying? I'm right here. You don't have to shout. What did the lieutenant tell you? What could he have told you that... Nothing. He was merely rattling off a list of complaints. Like always. Then why, in the name of all that is holy, have you come to such an extreme conclusion? There must be a reason. Why do you think? The lieutenant has no intention of hearing us out. And HQ seems completely unaware of how dire our situation is. I'm merely suggesting that we don't make things so easy for them. If we make some noise, they might at least give us something. So you're proposing that we threaten a human being. You intend to take the sword, which was given to us to slay raptors, and wield it against a human. How can thee, as a NIKKE, utter such profane words? Yes, that's exactly what I'm proposing. Because if we don't, we're going to die out here. But did you get a glimpse at the mission briefing? I saw. We're to recapture the 5th Arms Depot. It's a suicide mission, far more difficult than anything we've done previously. And that's with our ranks nearly cut in half. Not only that, but we're supposed to roll out at first dawn tomorrow. We're not even close to being prepared for such an operation. If we head out in our current state, we all are likely to be exterminated. Be that as it may, how can we stoop so low as to threaten a human? Is that even possible in the first place? There must be some way we can get it to work. Do not speak of it so casually, as if it were a lark. Is that how you see it? This is no joking matter to me. I'm quite serious. Rose? I've already run it by the others. 2 agreed to it. And 2 opposed. If you oppose, it'll be a split down the middle. So everyone has already made up their minds. Yes. And now it's up to you to do the same. What do you want to do? I presume you oppose? Yes, I oppose. So you're suggesting that we accept this suicide mission, which will surely ruin us. Since when were we so afraid of death? We have always put our lives on the line when out on the field. And we've been through hell and back. Yes, we may not be Grimm's models. Yes, we may only be mass-produced NIKKEs. But we still have our pride. Pride in our role of protecting humanity. That is what has kept us going in all those hellacious firefights until now. That is why everyone in our squad is willing to give their lives to the cause. And fight until the bitter end. Even when death stares us in the face. So are you telling me that now, when we're faced with yet another mission that threatens our lives, that we are to shrink back, throw up our hands and give up? If we give up now, what of our fallen comrades? What were their deaths for? Did they die for nothing? Scarlet. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Let us humor your harebrained scheme. Say we strong-arm the lieutenant and get the supplies we need. What then? We would be considered traitors to the united forces of humanity. Nowhere would be safe. We would forever be on the run. Is that what you really want? Haven't you always said that nothing lasts forever in this world? Thank you for the stretch. Does that not apply to our lives? To our time on this planet? I am not obsessed with how I die. I would rather decide on how I live. Rather than be a traitor and forever be a fugitive, I would prefer to die fighting. Even if it doesn't seem logical or self-preserving, I am a NIKKE. How we live is more important than how we die. So, you'd prefer to fight until the very end. Do you think you'll always feel that way? I will certainly try. Even if you're faced with great hardship. Yes, even then. You've grown. I still remember when you were too scared to take that leap towards the raptures. It was a long time ago, our first mission. My, what a long way you've come. What are you talking about? Rose? Very well, since you're so vehemently opposed. I suppose I don't have much of a choice. Since the mission is tomorrow, I guess we'll do it. Good thinking, dear sister. After this mission is over, we can speak about this further. Thank you. Don't mention it. I'll take care of convincing the others. You focus on preparing for tomorrow's deployment. Okay. Rose turns and leaves. Oh no. What's going to happen? Is Rose actually giving up on this plan?
I'm busy.
Because she might not.
That was simple enough.
She might just leave Scarlet out of it.
Oh no, I was just getting into the groove.
Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Just a second.
Develop something like an infinite magazine.
Am I doing it right?
Did you see that? I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger.
I have returned. Sorry, I saw a fluffy baby on the way back and I had to cuddle. They both respond to Fluffy Baby, by the way. Who's Toasty? Toasty is the person I live with. Scarlet cracks open a small window. Brother, no. The cold winter breeze pushes its way through the room. Only 2 more days until the new year. Then the alcohol, which has been stored safely for months, can finally be imbibed? Scarlet still could not fathom why someone would willingly ingest such a bitter tonic, says the future alcoholic. with the notion of sharing another drink with her sister. Thinking of how she could spend more time with the others. The idea that would bring a modicum of comfort to her squad mates who were at their breaking point. 2 more days. Just 2 more days. Scarlet closes the window and attempts to force herself to sleep. Scarlet, don't do it. Rose? Who is it? Wake up, Roses! When Scarlet steps out into the hallway, everything is in chaos. Scarlet! One of the NIKKEs lies on the ground in a puddle of her own blood. Next to her stand 2 other NIKKEs who stare at Scarlet blankly. What have you done? All 3 of the NIKKEs were her squad mates. What's happening? The NIKKE in the pool of blood grabs Scarlet's ankle. You have to stop Rose. She went to kill the lieutenant. Oh, I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it. Very well. The 2 NIKKEs brandish their swords at Scarlet. Both of you move. Both sword tips remain pointed squarely at Scarlet, not budging. If you refuse to comply, then I'll be forced to cut you down. Scarlet draws her sword. And this is how she became the only survivor on her squad. Damn.
Sending my love. Mwah. Ready for it?
Fancy a drink?
Okay, we're nearing the end of the story. A few hours prior. Rose saunters towards the commander's room, recalling the conversations she had with him only moments ago. Well, you're the one who asked me to stay behind, so out with it. If you feel uncomfortable, you don't have to say it. How much time do you think you all have left? What? How many of you do you expect to come back from this mission? And here I thought you had no interest in us. Yet here you are, asking me such a question. Quit kidding around and give me a straight answer. How many of you do you think are realistically going to come back alive from this? Like I already told you, the situation could hardly get any worse. There are only 6 of us left, and half of us are at the end of our tether. On top of that, this mission is infinitely more difficult compared to those we've done before. You're right. Having said that, we're not just going to roll over and die. We will do whatever it takes to survive. You think all of you can make it? I can't guarantee anything, but if we put our minds to it, we can. All of you, huh? Lieutenant? All of you? Lieutenant, are you alright? All of you. I knew you would say that. Let me tell you something. In the end, only one of you will survive. Yet here you are, bloviating about how you'll do your best. Only one? Only one of us is going to make it? Who? Is it me? You just said we'll all die, didn't you? Don't tell me that's why we aren't receiving any supplies. Lieutenant. Okay, yes, damn it. Everyone's gonna die. That's why we've been left hanging high and dry, got it? It doesn't matter how much you succeed in your assignments. They refuse to lend us any further support until just one of you is left. But why? Is it because we're mass-produced models? Don't make me laugh. If anything, it would have been preferable if you were ordinary mass-produced NIKKEs. But you're not. You're melee NIKKEs. You're all merely prototypes. But you tried to be like the others. And that's why it's come to this. But we achieved results. You said if we kept it up, we could become an officially sanctioned squad. Results, yes. Good results, not so much. You all sustain damage every single time you go into battle. And lest we forget the inordinately high rate of mind switch amongst you all. You yourself said that your mental state deteriorates faster because you're all seeing the raptures up close. How could a unit that requires so much hands-on maintenance possibly be mass-produced? They'd much rather invest in producing a new prototype of unit altogether. Because we require more maintenance? A special unit? You're waiting until there's just one of us left. And then turn us into a Grimm's model? Yes, that's right. Whoever remains will be converted into a Grimm's model. That's why we only need one of you. So that's why the missions have been getting harder. It's to filter out the weak and select the strongest among us. You catch on quickly. We're not doing this mission. What? I said we won't do it. I refuse to go along with this insane plan of yours. The hell is this? What do you think you're doing? We have a right to refuse. The hell you do. A mass-produced NIKKE turning down a standing order. They'll think you all suffered a mind switch. If you want you all to be sent to the scrap heap, then be my guest. Refuse the mission. It won't matter in the end. We've accrued enough data to be able to choose the strongest among you. We can still pare it down to just one candidate. Don't try and get smart with me. You're the strongest of everyone here, so you'll be the one who survives. Just follow your orders, and you'll make it out of this alive. Why are you trying to save everyone? Is it because of your sister? In times like this, family doesn't mean squad. You're NIKKEs. You no longer share the same blood. And yet you insist on calling her your sister? It's a jungle out there, and everyone's in competition. Enough of this. What did I ever do to deserve this? I was told that if I became your commander, I'd be set for life. I could live peacefully, they said. So why do you continue to drag me out here and make me live on a battlefield? You listen and listen good. If you want to survive, everyone else has to die. This is what your squad was created for in the first place. This is the way things have to end. So stop saying that everyone will live. This is the only way I can get out of this hellhole. Don't you want to be done with this place too? You want supplies. You want to eat good food and rest. Well then, let's get this over with and go back. It'll be good for us both. Not just us, in fact. If they're destined to die anyway, you could give them a painless death, end their suffering. Hi, Toasty. Well, yeah, it's the new NIKKE story, so I have to. Would the sole survivor really live on? The company never intended for their squad to last from the very beginning. Even if there was one lone survivor. What would prevent them from turning them into lab rats, sucking out their essence and planting it into other bodies? There was no way to completely restore a body and mind damaged by countless battles. The higher-ups almost certainly wanted to extrapolate their proficiencies and experiences and transfer them into a more proper subject. In the end, even the lone survivor would be rendered asunder, eradicated, and left as a mere compilation of ones and zeros. The more their squad succeeded, the more they played into the enemy's hand. They were meant to suffer until they expired. That was the fate which had been accorded to them. Yes, right. Nothing lasts forever. Rose continued to ruminate. If their succeeding would lead to their downfall, then failure was naturally the only viable path to survival. She wanted to defy the expectations that had been placed upon them. Toasty, you're older than me, what do you mean? Then she had to aim for failure in its most absolute form. I'm glad you're coming around. At least you and I are going to make it out of here. Rosa's mind continues to swirl with a panoply of thoughts. Then she makes a decision. She knows what to protect and what to discard. Rose stands in front of the door. Lieutenant, it's Rose. Do you have a moment? I have something important I need to discuss with you. I mean, I get why she would
It's the
revolt.
banner pull up, is it?
No, it's not.
Oh, that's a...
Yeah, I know. I wanted to pull for her. Yeah, I get why she would revolt. It makes sense, but also this kind of forces Scarlet into a difficult position. Scarlet sprints through the hallways. Despite the fact that she is a NIKKE, and there's no conceivable way she would be out of breath. She nevertheless feels strangely winded as she runs. An oppressive feeling of unease rises in her chest and then presses down, crushes her. Apparently the banner will be up in 3 to 7 days. I don't know why. They could have just given us the banner now. If Rose crossed a line from which there was no coming back, what would she do? Please, Rose, don't. By the time she arrived at the commander's room, Rose was standing there, alone. The walls and ceiling were torn apart and stained crimson. Oh no. Rose, no. There you are. Drenched in human blood.
Whatever. I'll just do what I can.
So, at that point in time, did NIKKE not have the restriction yet that they couldn't kill humans? Because she seemed to have completely avoided that restriction.
See? I made it. No enemies left standing.
Scarlet looks around in horror at their commanding officer lying dead on the ground, and the lifeless body of their squad mate. Did you do this? You came sooner than I thought you would. I thought they'd at least be able to hold you back for a while longer. Answer me. Yes, I did it. Both the lieutenant and her. How? Are you going through a mind switch? Rose holds up a red strip of cloth in one hand. I covered my eyes with this. When I did the deed, I simply imagined that they were raptures. Oh, that's how she got past it. The restrictions were already in place, but... Wow. Not very strong of a restriction, is it? As you can see, it proved effective. Is that even possible? Apparently so. Interesting, isn't it? Our inhibitors prevent us from harming humans. So I wanted to test if I tricked myself into believing they weren't human, if I could do it. Turns out it worked. Thanks to this red cloth. When I was looking through it, I imagined that what I was looking at was the glowing red core of a rapture. I just kept telling myself anything that moved was a rapture. I must say, I'm surprised at how effective it was. Why? As for her, Rose looks down at her fallen squad mate with sadness. I told her not to move, but she didn't listen. I told her I couldn't see well with my eyes covered like that. I didn't mean to go after anyone but the lieutenant. Why, damn you? Why are you doing this? You agreed to the mission. You said you would listen to me. Yes, I did. So what is happening? No flower blooms in perpetuity. Nothing lasts forever in this world. Do you think you'll always feel that way? I will certainly try. Even if you're faced with great hardship? Yes, even then. I never convinced you in the first place. You don't resent me for this, do you? Then prove it. You said that you would protect humanity, and that you'd always feel the way you did. Here I am, a traitor who has betrayed humanity. With this very sword intended to fell raptures, I cut down one of my comrades. I killed a human. I'm the enemy. Are you asking me to kill you? What if I can't do it? Then you leave me no choice. I won't give up until you finish this. I can't stop now. I will cover my eyes and slash indiscriminately. All will perish under my blade, rapture and human alike. If that is the only way to assure that your blade will come for my neck, then so be it. How can you be so cruel? Have you no remorse? More than I can bear. Surely you can understand, however. I decided this a long time ago, at the end of my life. I wanted it ended in a sparring match with you. Before Scarlet stood a NIKKE who had murdered a human being. Who had slaughtered one of their own squad mates. Turned her back on humanity. Such cruelty could not go unpunished. Scarlet, was it? Verily, however. Did my sister always talk like this? Did my sister always talk like she came from the Middle Ages? Steady thy tongue. 'Tis most churlish to say such things about a newborn NIKKE. I just can't imagine my sister being like this. You sure becoming a NIKKE didn't change you or anything? Okay. Thank you for hanging out. How do I know when will be the next one? It's usually around this time that I stream. But it's kind of random what days I stream. Yeah, and Discord is pretty reliable in notifications. I do not know. Or maybe you developed a certain fascination with different time periods during the transformation process? I repeat, I do not know. Really? You don't know anything? Not even who I am? No, I do remember you. You're my sister. Alright, bye-bye, have a good day. Scarlet unsheaths her sword. Promise me one thing. Once I begin, I will not hesitate. So please, I ask of you, do not hold back. I won't. Just like on the day they met after becoming NIKKEs. Rose and Scarlet square up to each other, their swords at the ready. Have at you. Come then. Well, yeah, we already knew the outcome of this, to be honest. Because this was talked about in Red Ash, but...
Fancy a drink?
Oh, that's it? We get no more? Okay, I see how it is. The sister swords clash. 985. That is the number of sparring matches they had gone through. Each knew the other's sword as well as their own. Each knew how serious the other was in this duel to the death. They knew all too well. Now I really have to be on my toes. Didn't I tell you? One day, I would wipe that smug grin off your face. Scarlet parries Rose's sword and sends it flying upward. As her blade soars up, there's a momentary gap in her defense. Scarlet's sword plunges towards Rose's torso. One step. One more step. And the tip of her blade would pierce through Rose's torso and puncture her core. This traitor of humanity. This turncoat who had betrayed and forsaken her comrades. Who had used lies and smiles to deceive her only sister. Oh, my dear sister. Rose grabs the tip of Scarlet's sword and pulls it towards her. Scarlet's sword plunges through Rose's core. No, Scarlet embraces Rose as she collapses. Don't do this to me! Rose. Scarlet. You must become stronger. Rose wraps her arms around Scarlet. Don't let yourself be controlled by anyone. I won't. I won't. My dear sister. I'm so sorry. I have to leave you all alone. No. No. Scarlet cradles Rose in her arms. Don't go. Please. Only after much more time had passed did the united forces of humanity become aware of our situation. By then, the situation had gone from bad to worse. And when the first came upon us, they thought the mission had been a catastrophic failure, resulting in everyone's death. The higher-ups decided to chalk everything up to what they deemed an internal conflict. They also decided to bury the fact that a NIKKE was capable of killing a human. What happened to the other squad members? They all died. They died by the sword. The very same blades that had been intended to end the lives of raptures instead ended theirs. A thorough investigation was carried out. And when they left, they took everything they needed. But not me. I was left behind. As I held my sister's sword, fleetly fading, I buried what fragments of her remained, along with those of her fallen comrades. Scarlet drinks from her cup. As for the reason why Rose did what she did, I only found that out after I joined another squad later on. What she had decided to discard and what to protect. And you don't have any resentment? Towards who? Anyone. Well... Scarlet pours a drink. If you give it enough years, sadness, resentment, they all fade away with the passage of time. That's one thing Rose got right. Nothing lasts forever. My lord doth seem more morose than myself. Don't be like that, and look before you. The sun is rising. As I look toward the horizon, a ruby light is beginning to spread in the distance. The horizon is bathed in a vermilion hue. The sun itself a vibrant red, reminding us of the passing of another year. It is most remarkable. The way in which the red light spreads. It is most reminiscent of a flower blooming. Indeed. My lord, as Rose said, nothing lasts forever in this world. As this year passes into the next, another greets us. Time flows ceaselessly. So, rather than drowning in the sorrows of the past, should we not instead live in the present? That way, sorrow will not overtake us with the passage of time, and the present incessantly becomes the past. I understand what you mean. Good. Now with that being said, let us bring in the new year with a drink. Scarlet raises her glass. to our lives, continuing to be in bloom. We clink our glasses. Ah. Well, what do you think of your first drink of the new year? It's a bit bitter. In other words, it's like life. That was it! Holy shit. I'm pretty sure we'll get a little bit more at the end of hard mode, which is 6 days and 8 hours. Alright, let me quick battle this.
Did you see
Yeah,
that?
it was good.
I'm strong.
I
but my
teared up a
comrades are
little bit
stronger.
at the end there. just a tiny bit. Alright, let's see what I'm getting. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna take all of these. Just because. Other than that, I'm gonna be taking these. Okay. Thank you for the hydrate. Alright. That's great. I already applied that one. Now, I have, obviously, a lot of recruitment tickets, but I'm not gonna use those yet. I'm gonna use my one recruitment ticket here and just get trash. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna wait until the new Scarlet skin is out. Well, that was it. It was a really sad story, to be honest. Yeah, that was really sad. Let me grab these real quick. I heard that. Oh, thank you for the stretch. Oh. We have bulletin board and recycling room real quick. Okay, I think that's it. And I still have to do the advice, but I don't want to. Oh, let's see what the max level is. Okay, so the max level for pilgrims is 40. If you have them 3-starred. There you go. I forgot that it was 40, but there you go. I think normally it's 30, but you know, pilgrims go up a little higher. Yeah, that was really sad. But also, it was good. I enjoyed that. Alright. So, I'm gonna end the stream here. It's been 2 hours. I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you next time. Bye, guys!